So we talked about anger. We talked about bitterness. We talked about negativity. How do we pinpoint these? Well, what I have learned, what studies have shown is whatever you're in the market for is what you will find. Can I prove this to you? If you're with me, say, yeah. About 15% of y'all got that. Now, if you're looking for it, you'll find it. So if you're searching for, anybody ever got a vehicle before? When you start being in the market for something and you're in the market for a vehicle, all of a sudden you start seeing all the ones you like. You start paying attention to how many doors they have. Oh, I don't like the way that one's shaped. Or, oh, what year is that one? Or what kind of engine does it have? All of a sudden, everything that you have, all of a sudden, you get really intense and really focused on what you want. And you really, really know what you don't want. Have you ever been in the market for a house? All of a sudden, you start to see every for sale sign that you pass, and you never before even noticed it. When we were looking, I saw every sign, and I already worked in real estate, but I never paid attention like I did before. I never paid attention and had the same perspective until I took photos of my own house to sell. And I'm like, oh my goodness, how do we live like this? I've always showed up, and I have them a piece of paper that tells them what to do. Make your bed, put the toilet seats down, fans off, lights on, lamps, anything you got. And I have this whole list that I give to every real estate agent and all their clients, and they can copy it, give it to theirs. I show up, the house is 9 times out of 10 ready, and we take the photos, I do my job, and I leave. When it's my own house, I had to hide things from room to room. You never know how dirty you really are until you start working on your own place. You never understand the mess that you really need to clean up until you start cleaning your own. Until you start really focusing in. Where are all my single people at? Anybody single in here? All right, take a look around. That's what you're working with. Come on, somebody. If you are in the market and you've been single, you can remember, some of y'all may have been a long time ago, but you remember when you were single and you actually started to look for somebody. You're like, okay, girl. All right, I see you. How you worshiping over there? She's all doing okay. Yes, Lord. You kind of work your way over there. You're like, okay. I mean, there's things you start to notice and you're looking at because you all of a sudden are in the market. When you're single and ready to mingle, you start looking. You start seeing how she's worshiping. You start seeing how she carries herself. You start seeing if she's got a Bible app. You start looking at her friends on Facebook. Doing your research, because when you're in the market for something, you really start to pay attention. You will, without even meaning to, become incredibly focused and incredibly aware of what's going on what to look for, why you want it, the options you want. Whatever you're in the market for is what you will find. So if you are always looking to be offended or being a victim or negative things, you will always find these things. You can always find a reason to complain about something. But I serve a God who has given me plenty of reasons to share my praise with somebody.